nigga here. We're gonna build your brothers. We're gonna build your brothers. What's wrong with you? We're gonna build your brothers. We're gonna build your brothers.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
What you watching, man?
These proposals.
My leg was scratched up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. It'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Hey, let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Open man is Galladay. Complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Got it. Got it. Check my 45. Ball. Get it.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Hey, Wahoo! Roll out. He's coming. We got double up. Go.
On 2nd and goal, Tannehill. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They run. Montgomery. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Trubisky able to complete this one to Montgomery. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball!
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This time, Trubisky will throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. That kick return falls 1 yard short of the all-time mark as it goes down as a 108-yard return. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find Shaheen here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
180! 52's the mic. And we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 2.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing here, Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
They'll run on first down. Vaughn.
With his coach prior to the game, he's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 22, Tannehill. Going to throw right side here, complete. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Tannehill now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Throw caught here by Bird. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Check 15, check. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Tannehill throwing again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
To the air again, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Watch the pass. Hey, high 7. 58's the mic. He don't know no better. 58, right over there. Yo, faster. Get it.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He'll get this one to Galladay. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
45. Go. Let's go, 45.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. Caught by Montgomery. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Tight end to the right, ball, tight end to the right. Move. Even. 4 down, even. Check it out.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the 50, it's Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
18.
Here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hey, ball.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. But he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Trubisky to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Harris. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Open man is Galladay, complete. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bravo! Cheetah!
Tannehill on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Tannehill now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, dude. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throw left side, complete to Bird. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Well, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Bird. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Tannehill going to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Hey, let's go. 45 the mark. All day, baby, all day. Look at me. Score. 61, matchbox, lights. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Mike, 45. Squeeze,
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game, it's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Detroit, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Sleep on that note. I'm gonna go to sleep. Like I got nothing else to do. I might as well go to sleep. I may watch some TV though.
What you laughing at?
You.
What you laughing at me?
This shit right here. This shit right here.